tonight, one woman's story of the loss she experienced and the message her now late boyfriend wanted her to deliver. Our Jeff Gillen has her story.
Good evening, everybody. Even weeks later, Annie Ferrino still feels numb with loss. You met Annie Ferrino before.
And I took the vaccine because I want to live.
Ferrino was a lonely voice before the county commission August 3rd, where dozens of people had shown up to voice their frustrations with mandates and masks and vaccines. What brought Ferrino here was what happened just 2 weeks earlier when her boyfriend of 15 years died from COVID. Mike Petita drove trucks for Las Vegas Paving.
I lost Michael, and he's not coming home anymore. He's not coming home. It just seems like it's a bad dream. Can I wake up from it now? Like, what happened? What happened? What happened to Michael? You know, I just want him to come home, and I can't believe that he died from the virus. I just can't believe it.
For Ferrino, this was unfortunately no dream. She and her boyfriend came down with COVID in July. Annie, however, believes she had an advantage. The vaccine she got this past spring, she says, kept her illness in check, although she says it was still very rough.
It kicked my ass.
For Michael, however, this would be a far deadlier journey. Ferrino tells me his health deteriorated rapidly. He resisted going to the hospital until one day he could wait no longer.
You know, I said, Mike, just let me take you. And he wouldn't let me take him because he was in really bad shape. At that point, Mike couldn't breathe, and he wouldn't tell me. We told each other we loved each other, and then he left.
He would never come home. Petita was one of the thousands of Nevadans who was not vaccinated. Ferrino tells me why he hesitated.
I think Mike said that they didn't know enough about it, you know.
Unfortunately for this burly truck driver, when he arrived at Spring Valley Hospital, it was already too late. A vaccine does no good with the onset of severe symptoms. At that point, it's too late for protection, something he realized as he lay in his hospital bed.
And then he said he wished he would have got the vaccine, and he was telling everybody to get the vaccine while he was in the hospital, and he also didn't want them to go through what he was going through.
Michael Petita died July 19th at the age of 54, which brings us back to August 3rd. Ferrino says she was not there to order anyone to get a vaccine. She told me that day she only wanted to tell her story.
My message was that I know a lot of people are scared about the vaccine, but it doesn't hit home until you lose a loved one.
Ferrino got a chilly reception inside and met more opposition outside. Evidence of the anger that hung in the air that day.
And I just wanted to share my story and facts, what I went through, this is devastating. And I know I'm not the only one that lost a loved one.
Almost 6,100 Nevadans have now died from COVID. 6,100 and counting.
Just because I don't take the vaccination doesn't mean that I get treated like this and be stood outside in the sun for long periods of time.
Frustrations abound for CCSD workers who choose not to get the vaccine. Means they have to get regular mandatory tests, and they say that process definitely needs improvement. Good evening, everyone. I'm Jim Snyder. Glad you're with us tonight.
And I'm Marie Mortera. Weeks ago, CCSD announced COVID testing would be required for unvaccinated staff on a weekly basis. News 3's Tiffany Lane stopped by one of the testing sites today at Mojave High School, where several workers were left frustrated and disappointed. She joins us live with our top story tonight.
Well, Marie, Jim, some here that I spoke with today said long lines to heat and some having to leave before being able to get that test left them angry and wanting answers from the district.
I've been working for the district for 20-something years, and we've never, ever been treated like this.
Audra Cotton left the COVID testing site at Mojave High School frustrated Tuesday. She and several others say the site shut down early. Some who spoke with News 3 wanting to hide their identities for fear of retaliation.
They shut the test site down 2 hours early, and so now we have to leave, and we have not had our test. I'm not coming back. I took pictures of everything as proof that I was here, and this actually is one of the reasons that I'm leaving the school district in in a short period of time is because of this.
They say that wasn't the only issue at the site.
I have no problem with doing it, but why are they not doing it in a air-conditioned building? Why are we having to stand outside for hours?
It's like 111 degrees out here. There's no shade. They give you warm bottles of water, and it's just, it's ridiculous.
Some saying if testing has to be mandatory, vaccinated staff should also have to participate.
Like they're pushing to make us get this shot, they're going to make it as uncomfortable for us as they can. And this just needs to stop. Just leave us alone. Let us do our job.
Brenda Martin, who says she is fully vaccinated, is also having to test weekly.
I'm very upset because I already had the vaccine shot, and I had a card, but I could not find my card. So when I called the HR up, they told me, well, if you don't have it, you still have to be tested.
Tuesday didn't turn out to be the day for her either. Many leaving wondering what happens if they couldn't get their test done today after hours of waiting.
How do they expect me to get tested every week, and then if I don't get tested, you're going to suspend me, no pay or whatever? I have kids that I got to feed. I have a home that I got to maintain. I'm going to have to rethink this tonight and see who do I call, what do I do, because they got to do something.
And several people that were in line today said that the site shut down early because they ran out of tests. I did reach out to CCSD to confirm those details and wasn't provided with that information, but they did give me a statement in part reading district staff are working to identify additional testing locations and will communicate this to all employees when available. Of course, is a developing story. We'll continue to provide updates. But for staff who did go to the several CCSD COVID testing sites, of course, I'd like to hear from you. You can reach out to my tip line. That's schooltips@news3lv.com, or you can call the number 702-805-0489.
The pandemic is a growing concern as children head back to the classroom. News 3's Crystal Allen details a free resource that can help your child get on track and stay ahead of the pack.
Where is it? Está arriba.
Anaí Bravo, a mother of two, knows firsthand the impact a tutor can make on a child's life.
When I came to this country, I didn't know English, so my English tutor was a big impact on me.
Bravo found that help at her local library. Now she works at Spring Valley Library, a place offering free tutoring to local kids.
Just closing the circle, working for them, it's really cool.
That light bulb goes off. That's when you see that, you see it in their eye that they get it. And it's just so exciting. I really get a kick out of it.
Stacey Williams, a PhD education candidate at UNLV, is one of those tutors. UNLV partners with the America Reads and Counts program to provide free tutoring at local libraries. Williams and other education students say the help is there, just waiting for local families.
Most of the time they come back, so they just need to know about it.
Another program stepping up to help, the Anson Foundation. It offers tutoring from 3 to 6 p.m. Founder Sonia Anderson says it's a big help to working parents.
They don't get home till 6 and 7 o'clock, and there is no time for homework help. So just being able to help the kids finish their homework before they go home is a big, big asset to a lot of families.
The organization hires CCSD teachers to tutor and provide homework help. Oftentimes, teachers tutor at libraries close to where they teach.
Over the past couple of years, middle school has been a big, need. And now with, the whole year and a half that the kids have been struggling, I was like, we see that being more of a need for middle and high school because kids are going to need their credits to graduate.
Hi everybody, I'm Reed Cowan from News 3 Las Vegas. We want to thank you for checking out our YouTube channel. Remember, you can always see more of our videos by clicking on the video links. And also don't forget to click that subscribe button so that you don't miss out on any of our YouTube updates. Thanks for watching.